Hi everyone, this is Gary Baumgarten. Many of you know me as Reporter Gary. I'm here in the secluded, it's hush hush mush mush studio of Tim Yanke.
Yes.
I'm not allowed to say where it's at. Actually, Tim, I have to tell you that the Area 51, the people who were going to invade Area 51, they've been demanding this location. I have been steadfast. I've not told anybody where you're located.
Please don't.
Just to set this up, my buddy Bob Dustman, when he heard that I was coming to Detroit, he said, Gary, I got a guy you have to meet. Why? Well, he's got very unique artwork that merges with technology, and the artwork changes before your very eyes. So here's the artist and the developer of the application, Tim Yanke. Thank you for joining me.
Bet. Thank you for having me.
Well, thank you for having me in your Hush Hush Mush Mush studio
yes,
here.
Exactly.
So I see you have this artwork, and it has butterflies, and butterflies fly.
Butterflies fly. A little bit deeper meaning than that. They represent everlasting life. And it was actually a tribute to my wife. I've been painting dragonflies for a long time, and I've become known as the dragonfly artist. And she's always saying, you know, you got to paint the butterfly, you got to paint the butterfly. And I didn't want to paint the butterfly series just to start one off. It had to hit home, it had to resonate with me, and I had to have that aha moment, if you will. And then I was out in Laramie, Wyoming, and something triggered out there. I was in a boot store and I saw some butterfly stitching, and then that really triggered my motor into gear here. So I started a whole series. In fact, the series is called Petaluthia, which is Greek for butterfly. My wife is 100% Greek. So I started a whole series, and pardon the pun, it has taken off. It's beyond exciting to see where this is going, this whole series. So it's incorporating technology into fine art. And it had been utilized in the last couple of years for like maybe instructional manuals, you know, the AR aspect of it, you know, where you could put something on, you know, perhaps maybe like a front end loader, a Caterpillar or John Deere. You could put this app up to it and it would show you live streaming of, you know, the different parts, and you could order it and show you how to manipulate or disassemble or put this part together. And I thought, wow, how do we incorporate that into fine art? Because I saw the live streaming that was going on. It's very different than virtual reality. This is augmented reality. So we after 2-3 years, we found this developer, we created this app, and now we brought augmented reality into the art world. And it's a very, very pivotal point in my career, let alone Park West as well. We partnered with Park West Gallery, and it's been nothing but fantastic reviews. And the key thing, especially in the art world, is having that wow factor. You know, I mean, if I could start a whole series perhaps with stick figures, you know, I would do that, you know, but that's been done.
Don't steal my ideas. We were talking earlier about the fact that that's about how far I progressed with my artistry to stick figures.
Gary, you can have it. All right, you got the stick figure. The whole series is yours. So bringing it into the 21st century and utilizing it in art, in fine art as well. So I'm very fortunate. I get to travel the world on over 100 cruise ships, and we do land events across the United States with Park West Gallery. And everywhere we go, every step of the way, everybody who's seen it for the first time, it is cool to sit back and just see their jaws just drop.
So basically, we're looking here, I'm going to pan over. These are obviously butterflies. Doesn't take much imagination for me to recognize what I'm looking at, unlike my stick figures, which you may have difficulty determining what they are. And these butterflies are actually going to fly off the canvas.
Yes. Yeah. We'll through the app and creativity and technology, when you put your camera up to it, you'll see you'll be immersed. In fact, the butterflies will be immersed into our realm. Virtual reality is where we immerse ourselves into their world with the Oculus goggles or whatever, and you surround yourself and you look around. Here with augmented reality, we bring the world immersing into your world. So we can step back 30 feet and we'll have these butterflies flying throughout the entire studio. So that's the difference, where we can introduce the concept and the creativity into your own environment. And that's just utilizing technology.
So, you know, I'm a child of the 60s. I know people who have claimed to see this kind of thing happen before, but they were on drugs.
Oh, look out. There you go. Well, you remember the Cracker Jack boxes and remember the little lenticulars,
Right.
those little things that would change. I years ago, Bob, you remember that, where I was utilizing that technology and turning the Dragonfly series into the lenticulars where the wings would move and it threw it the three-dimensional. We've gone farther into that, into creating headdress lenticulars and all kinds of different Cocapelli headdresses, Cocapelli lenticulars. Here, we're taking it one step further, utilizing technology. I did not invent it. We're just perhaps using it for something different than what maybe it was originally intended for. And that's the key of creativity, when you can use something that perhaps is, let's not say run-of-the-mill, but utilizing something and envisioning it in a different way or in a different dimension, to go outside of the box and say, how do we incorporate something that's been around into something that's very current, or something that nobody's ever seen before. There's a slogan I have in the studio: paint something nobody's ever seen before. And I think about that often, almost daily, that you can't just be just another artist. You got to go beyond. You got to explore. I'm always seeing what's around the next bend, what's over the next cliff. I mean, what's over the horizon of creativity and in my life in general.
So Tim, one thing that strikes me even before seeing it, and we're going to show the folks in just a moment,
Sure.
Is that if I understand this correctly, if I have this painting
Yes.
and your app,
Yes. Free
every
app.
time I view it,
Yes.
I'm going to see a different painting.
You'll see it in a different environment. The painting will always react in the same way, but this painting could be on a 34th floor of a skyscraper. It could be in your basement. It could be out in a field. It could be out in the barn. And whatever the environment is around it, this painting could be next to a beautiful stallion. And the stallion could be in your realm of your camera, but this painting will come alive. And it could be out in a wheat field. And so the painting will remain, but it will always move. But in the environment, it can be anywhere. It could be the first one on the moon if you wanted to.
Wow.
That might be
sounds
pretty
very
cool too.
Yeah. Well, I have to tell you, I told people I was coming to visit you. I told them,
I was looking forward to it, by the way. Gary.
well,
Thank
not
you.
as much as I was,
Really?
because, and everybody I've talked to about this have said to me, wow, this sounds really cool. I want to go with you. My friend Julie won the lottery, and
nice.
she's with me. Or maybe I won the lottery because she agreed to come. So can we see how
Sure.
this works?
Let me grab my tablet, and we'll get it going.
Cool.
All right, thank you.
Your tablet.
Got my tablet here. Let's head on over to the actual app, yankeeapp.com. We hit it there. And you can see we're live in the studio, a painting
Yes.
I'm working on right there, Standing Bear. So we have here, now we go to the painting itself, Petaludia. We touch it,
Look at that.
and we get so we get the audio here, and the butterflies just fly off into your realm, and you'll see it go into a heart for the love of my wife, and then from there we'll go into the infinity symbol for representing everlasting life, which the butterfly represents. So if we step back, Gary, we can even see these go back into our into the studio even more. So if you want to head back here, and I'll reset it, and check this out. So we could probably be 25, 30 feet if we wanted to. We'll reset it. Got the Park West logo. And so watch when they come alive, how they will just go off into the screen. And like I said, if we go farther back, you'll even see that as well. You could even follow individual ones.
Oh my goodness.
And it's
Coming at me.
Yeah, they're coming at you. So it's just so interesting to see how something that's two-dimensional. I mean, you could go stand next to it, and you can see the live area behind it and around it, and it's not disturbed by that at all. It doesn't indicate any kind of interference at all. It's just strictly going with what's there on that page or on that canvas. So, and it could work either way, and you could move it all around. Here, we can even I'll have some more motion just to see how it follows around here.
Wow.
It's
All
crazy.
over the studio.
All over the studio. So, and again, if you were even farther back, these things, I mean, the travel is just the distance that they go is just spectacular. So
What gave you the idea of actually doing this? What was your inspiration for doing this in the first place?
It was seeing that instructional video about that machinery, that, the big heavy front end loader, and how they had that instructional video.
Right.
And I thought, there's got to be something how we can turn this into fine art. And I had a million ideas going about what painting I would use, and I thought, well, right off the bat, we have to have that motion. It's got to be either the Dragonfly series or the Butterfly. This is a brand new series, so nothing better than utilizing something that, one, initiates and goes into flight.
Yeah.
The metamorphosis of transformation, self-transformation of life and everlasting life, and to have these, the little beautiful, whimsical, colorful butterflies flying off into your world. I just thought it was a perfect a marriage of the concept and the technology. And we have a lot of ideas coming down the pike as well.
So this app only works with this particular painting?
Yes, and what we'll be able to do, though, this free app, is with, we have ideas for the American flag, a standing bear, a lot of different paintings in my series. We'll be able to utilize the exact same app, so that people won't have to download it again at all. That app will go up and you can put it up to any one of these paintings that have the AR animation with it, and it will trigger something, and that painting will come alive. That flag may move, or the bear may growl, or we're in the process of getting really creative with some of the other paintings.
So what is it about the painting itself that makes the app interact with it?
Well, there's a trigger. Let's call it like a fingerprint, if you will. The technology uses certain markings, like a QRL code. There's certain markings in the painting.
I can't see them.
You cannot see them at all. It may just utilize just this. There's maybe anywhere from 9 to 10 to 11 different markings. So they may pick up that shape, this shape, and this shape. And once those shapes are identified by the camera or the tablet, those will trigger an animation or a video or music or whatever we want to put in regards to our animation. So we'll call that perhaps your markings. And any painting, if we went to another painting, we would establish perhaps another 9 or 10, 11 markings in that painting that will trigger the exact same app, but provide a different animation. So that one app, let's call it a key, that one key opens the house, but when you go into the home, you could have endless amount of paintings, sculptures. Wow, you could almost turn your living room. You could have your living room. You could hold up your camera to your living room, and the living room could become animated just by picking out markings of that photo of that living room. And all of a sudden, you walk into real time, and the chairs could be spinning around or going. I mean, I got some really good ideas thinking about this. But you could utilize it for anything, and that's the beauty of it. You're only limited by your creativity, and I know that's cliched, but man, the sky's the limit. It really is. Anything you come up with, I mean, you could be on your way with something.
So if somebody's watching this and they're interested in procuring one of your paintings and the app, what do they do?
Well, they go to yankeeapp.com once they have
Yankee
the piece.
with one E,
Yes,
just like the New York Yankees, but without the S and the E at the end.
Exactly right. Thanks for pointing that out. So go to parkwestgallery.com, or it's 6 miles away here on Northwestern Highway in Southfield, Michigan. But go to parkwestgallery.com, go to Yankee Artist. It should be up on the banner, the new technology. They can acquire it through there. It's very inexpensive. We want it for the people rather than just. I want everybody to have one of these in their homes. I've said it before in different videos. I'd rather hang in homes than in museums. Now Museum of Modern Art wouldn't be bad, but I mean, I think that is such a nod to my career if I can be in people's homes, and if we can make it affordable, everybody can walk away with one of these. And throughout the last 5-6 months, I've got such fantastic feedback regarding my children love it. We ordered another 4 of them. We gave them away as gifts. If it's a lot of money, people aren't going to do that. And the app is free. So through parkwestgallery.com and timyanke.com, you can order them. You can pick one up on a ship or any of the land events that we do, and you can enjoy it. You can put it in the room and just have people over. They can download the app, and everybody can interact, and you can have a piece, the first painting in your home that just comes alive. It really comes alive.
It really is extraordinary, and I'm so
Thank
glad I was able to spend this time with
Are
you.
you kidding me? Thank you. I appreciate it. That
Even
is-
though it took me about half an hour
Just to find-
walking around in circles here to
well,
find
you got your steps in, right?
That's right. I
There
got
you
my
go.
exercise in.
There you go.
Tim Yanke, thank you very much
Oh,
for doing
no
this.
worries.
Everybody,
Thank
if
you.
you like
Appreciate
this, please give it a thumbs up. I cannot imagine on this one anybody would give it a thumbs down, but if you hate it,
You never know.
hey, you could do that as well. Please subscribe and write your comments below. And until next time, peace out.
Forever grateful.